This is where the fun really begins, Jeff. The first few people have been publicly announced to be assigned by Twitch in a similar manner as Mixer, YouTube, Facebook has been signing, Twitch streamers. So now Twitch is going out to try and retain some of their own. And the list is, on this first round, Tim the Tap Man, Dr. Lupo, and Lyric. It's a pretty good trifecta if you're going to lock down three guys for a couple of years. It's a pretty good start.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good pickup. I mean, it feels kind of weird because they're already on the platform, so it's not really it's nothing really to overly celebrate. The only thing to celebrate is the millions of dollars each one of them got.
Well, but like, what's there to celebrate about like any of these content creators going anywhere except for the bag that they're getting? Like, nobody's celebrating the fact that people are going to Mixer.
Yeah,
like,
it's just but I mean, it is kind of like big news. You know what I mean? Like, it's kind of like a big deal, but it's like, hey, you're already streaming on the platform.
Well, I feel this is a big deal insofar as that it seems like we've always been asking the question: is Twitch even counter offering anyone?
Yeah, well, we knew they were a bit because they picked up Nick Merckx. Like they re-signed him. This was like a couple months ago.
Yeah.
And there was they also brought over Nick 30, the guy that's actually from here.
Yeah.
He brought him over from YouTube.
Yeah.
So we knew that Twitch was acquiring talent. But it is funny, and I do believe Tim the Tap Man, Lyric, and Lupo are all part of the same agency.
Yes, they are.
So,
in fact, almost all of the top
streamers
on Twitch
are
in that same agency.
So that agency went over there and said, hey, guys,
you want to lose some more, or do you want to sign some guys?
Exactly, because you know what that agency was doing, their job, and they were going over to Mixer, and they were saying, hey, I got a lot of big dudes under one umbrella. Are you ready to fucking... We can make...
Time to make some money.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Time to make some money.
So, you know what, dude? I am ecstatic and happy for those streamers, and I'm sure that there's going to be more because now when Twitch does this, they are basically...
Well, they're acknowledging that there's a problem right now.
Not only that, but they're also telling every other big streamer, I pay millions.
Yes.
Which means all those big streamers now, they're all talking to their agents. They're picking the right times.
Well, that's why I said it's big, because it sets a precedent now, right? This is the first time that Twitch has been pulling down big, really big people, and in a trio.
Yeah.
And so this is now when people are getting propositioned by Mixer, YouTube, Facebook, wherever the fuck else people are going these days or thinking about going these days.
Yep.
Then they're going to go back to the agency and say, okay.
Yep.
Let's see what Twitch says.
Yep.
Because if Twitch says that they'll match or do better, and I don't have to move my entire community,
done.
Because there is a cost to moving.
Yeah.
And so if they can even come close to or match it,
and it's free
I'll
money.
Just stay here.
It's free money.
It is free money.
Think about it.
Yeah.
Think about it. If it wasn't for Ninja,
none of this would be happening right now.
None of it, bro, because Twitch is never going to spend tens of millions of dollars to keep talent on the platform that are already on their platform.
No.
This is coming out of Twitch's pocket.
I guess in some inadvertent way we should be thanking Microsoft.
I suppose,
for being willing to spend the money to start this whole fucking thing up.
There you go.
Because whether it was Ninja or somebody else, if Microsoft comes to you and says, I'm going to give you $25 to $30 million to come right now,
Ninja guaranteed.
They say yes.
Ninja, there's more and more rumors out now.
Yeah.
It was rumored to be $50 million. Now this is coming from multiple sources,
Yeah.
which I fully believe.
I can believe
and
that 100%.
Ninja was on a podcast I was listening to the other day.
Yeah.
And he talked about he was in talks with Twitch. They just did not want to pay.
They didn't want to spend the money.
They didn't want to spend the money.
Yeah.
So Ninja said, all right, good.
Well, now they're going to spend money on other people.
Now you know what that did? That cost them
a lot more.
Lot more.
If
because
he stayed,
if they would have just paid Ninja $50 million, or even, I'm sure he would have taken less, because you got to pay more to go over to Mixer.
Yes,
so even if they paid him $20 million, and signed an NDA,
and you just
don't talk about it.
Yeah.
Just stay here. None of this happens.
Or at least it's way less than it is now.
Way less, because when you buy out Ninja, then Shroud goes, oh, that 50, and you know Ninja calling up Shroud and saying, bro, go and get him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, come on, go secure
they're all
the
in
bag.
They're all in the same agency for the most part.
Bro, you're not gonna fucking believe this.
Yeah,
you know,
you're gonna want to go talk to these guys.
Go talk to Mixer. You're Shroud.
If they're not already
hot
hitting
right
you
now.
up,
you're hot right now. Go on over there. Shroud calls Mixer. Next thing you know it, 3 months later, whatever. Boom. There's another $30-50 million.
Yep.
Boom. Now you know what they're doing? They're calling up. Yo, Tim. Dr. Lupo. Hey. Lyric.
I'm not saying you should, but
hey,
maybe
Summit.
you should.
Hey. All guys, you should at least have the conversation. At least, I'm telling you, this is life-changing money. You got to at least call them.
Yeah.
And then the agency's going, you know what?
Why don't we package these bad boys up?
Exactly. We'll give them a little deal.
Yeah.
And we'll lock in a bunch of them at once,
Yeah.
so we don't have to keep doing this.
Exactly.
And you know, the agency's taking their fucking 10-15%
And Twitch is going to look a lot better.
Exactly. And it makes Twitch look like, hey, motherfuckers, our dick's out now.
Yeah.
We're the fucking show.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, if any other big streamers are thinking about leaving, we're buying up your friends. So go there by yourself.
Yes.
Go there by yourself.
Do it.
I dare you.
Yeah.
Watch you die over there.
Which is what they're hoping the message is, but right now it's
No, the message is, hey, Mixer.
Yeah.
How much?
How much?
How many years? Okay, let me call you back in 30 minutes.
Hey, Twitch.
So
I just went to the other car dealership and they're willing to give me this.
The other car dealership actually came to me.
Yeah. What are you willing to do for me?
Are you able to just do a little bit better? You know, I really want to stay with you. I bleed purple.
I've been buying this car brand. My family's been a Toyota person, you know, I've been for Toyota family for years. Mazda came to my door and said, "Hey, we got a CX-5 waiting for you." I said, "I don't know. It doesn't have any cup holders." The armrest is kind of weird looking. Looks more like a dildo than an armrest, but you know what? For the right amount of money,
I can make it happen.
Take that dildo armrest.
I can make it happen.
That's right.
And then Twitch goes, okay, you know what? All right, here's the deal. We'll match it. We'll give you first dibs at all the big campaigns that come through.
Yeah.
We're going to feed you, you know, sponsorship deals, all the Twitch cons, everything.
Good.
We're going to fly you out. We're going to take care of you. We're going to treat you like the rock star that you are.
Absolutely.
All right. You know what, Twitch? Let me call you back in 20 minutes. Hey, Mixer. You know, now they're offering this, man.
How much? What are they offering you?
They said $25 million. They said $25 million.
I mean, that's literally half as much as we're offering you right now.
They called me a rock star.
Okay, well,
all right. They're offering me sponsorship deals up the walls. Did you know that somebody got paid $1 million to play fucking Apex Legends for 2 days?
Really?
They're gonna do that for me. What can you do for me?
What if I gave you 1.25 plus a key of Coke to play Halo for the same amount of time?
I'm gonna call you back in 10 minutes.
Okay.
And
back and forth until it's just like
until there's so many zeros.
That's right.
And then
you say, okay,
I'm
okay with that.
At this point, I don't give a fuck where I'm streaming. Write the check. You know what? Surprise me.
Yeah.
Whoever sends the check first.
Secret Santa, motherfucker.
Whoever. Listen. FedEx it, Western Union it, fucking airmail it, do whatever you do. Whoever gets the $20 million check in my mail first,
here first,
and I go to cash it and it clears,
you win.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck where it's coming from now.
That's it.
Twitch, Mixer, fucking Facebook gaming, fucking some random ass streaming site. I have no idea what the fuck it is. Somebody send me the $20 million check.
I'm going to take it.
That's where it's at right now. God bless motherfucking Ninja.
Bless.
And God bless Mixer for coming in and getting streamers paid what they fucking deserve.
So much money.
Because let's be real, bro. If I, myself, a relatively like medium-sized streamer,
yes,
can go and pull in like 1.5 million viewers within a month.
Yes.
Like eyes.
Yes.
Imagine what these guys are doing.
Oh.
Like hundreds of millions
That's
of
a day.
eyes. Exactly. It's literally a day. Like, and then you think about it in terms of like TV.
Yes.
And a TV
How much
show.
they pay to put advertisement in front of that. But more specifically, they know with great accuracy the demographic, so it's targeted advertising.
Oh my God.
It's not like they go to YouTube and they say, all right, Google AdSense, this is going to end up, you know, kind of blanketing a general demographic. It's like, no, we go to Shroud. We know exactly the fuck. We go to Ninja.
Yep.
We know exactly.
Yep.
And they are hard about Ninja's brand. Anything that you put out on his name is going to be crazy.
Yep.
G Fuel, it's got lead in it. Doesn't matter. You got Ninja
on there.
Disrespect. Black on black.
I got some at my cupboard.
Blackberry.
I got some at my cupboard. Delicious. I got some in my cupboard. Not gonna lie to you, it's delicious.
Tastes like lead poisoning.
No, you know what it does? Tastes like win. It tastes like freedom. That's what it tastes like.
It just doesn't matter because they'll buy it. And then the company goes, all right, well, we can do that, or we can go over to TV where we have decent, but it's not ultra targeted.
Bruh, I'm telling you, they're worth it. They're worth the millions that they're getting paid. It's about time to getting paid. Straight up.
Absolutely.
And these are only for a few years, 2-3 year contracts.
It's the thing that people just don't yet understand, and you'll see this when major chains announce, like on a Twitter, like IGN or something, where more like gamers that aren't in the streaming space still like digest this information, via like IGN, GameSpot or whatever, and then they announce these deals, and they're going, "What the fuck, man? Why are people watching people play games? Why are they worth so much money?" Well, the answer to that is, like any influencer, an influencer is 1,000 times more valuable than a generalized advertisement.
Yep.
Because you have an emotional connection with this individual, and that dramatically boosts the odds of a purchase happening, which makes that one view worth more than 1,000 on a generalized platform.
Yes.
So, for anyone, as a streamer, you have 50 people, you have 50,000 people. That a 50-person stream could generate more buys.
Stream, literally.
My stream could generate more buys than a YouTube video with 30,000 views.
Dude, your stream can get more buys than a stream with 10 times the viewership.
Yes.
Literally.
It's all about the content provider's connection with
the viewer.
The viewer, and that's where the money is.
Yes.
And so you have somebody like Shroud, you have somebody like Ninja especially because he's got a connection with younger audiences.
Yep.
The value there is fucking bonkers.
Dude, if Ninja came out with like some sort of Nerf gun that's Ninja related, he'd fucking sell out a bajillion of them.
Yeah.
If I try to come up with a Nerf gun, dude, fuck all. I'd sell fucking, 100 copies and it'd be the worst thing known to man. It's all about, like you said, the connection that you have with the viewer.
That's it.
And that's the show. And these streamers deserve every fucking cent.
Yes.
Every cent.
Everyone.
I had somebody in my stream a few weeks ago, and I had this conversation where they're like, listen, no streamer deserves $20 million for a year or 2-year deal or $50 million for a year or 2-year deal.
They have zero idea.
And I said, this is what I said, and I've said it, like, doctors don't get paid that much, or fucking lawyers don't get paid that much, or teachers don't get paid that much.
Yeah.
I said, this is the way the world works.
Yeah.
All right. There is a difference between the worth of a person, which everybody
obviously
everybody is worth the same amount as a human being.
Yes.
At least that's what I like to think. There are nasty people, but you know what I mean.
In general.
It doesn't mean that, just because Adam's this type of person doesn't mean that he can't get paid as much as this type of person. But there's a difference between personal worth and economic value.
Yes.
And if you have the economic value, you're going to get paid more, which means, for example, if Red Bull comes to you and says, hey, listen, I just advertised for this big gaming convention, and we spent $2 million for one weekend. And we sold a whole bunch of fucking Red Bull, and we got a whole bunch of new followers, and it was great, and it was wonderful. But you, sir, you are literally pulling in the viewership that we did on a weekend in an afternoon.
Yep.
Which means we feel like if we put a little Red Bull machine behind you, and you sip on one, and you fucking wear your little headband that has Red Bull on it, we stick your name on there, that I think that we could do infinitely more business.
Yeah.
Simply because of sheer numbers and the connection that you have. You know what you bring? You bring a lot of value.
Mm-hmm.
A lot more value
yes.
than that other convention thing did.
That's right.
So I'm willing to pay you 20 times the amount
Yeah.
because we're going to profit way more money from this investment that we're doing into you.
Yes.
It's called economic value.
Yeah.
So if somebody is worth $20 million, it's like a basketball player, an NHL player, a soccer player that gets paid fucking $100 million for a season. There's a reason why they're paid $100 million, is because to advertisers, to the jersey sales, to the winning that they bring to the team, which bring more support, the morale that they bring, the seats that they fill, the stuff that they do for the country or whatever, brings a lot more value than what one doctor or what one lawyer or what one teacher would bring economically.
Yeah.
Not with the good you can do in terms of like whatever. It's the economic value.
This has nothing to do with importance.
No.
And there is importance to the entertainment industry. Obviously, it's not as important as somebody who is capable of brain surgery.
Of course, but you know.
However,
yes.
That being said, it's again you're talking about a capitalistic system where it's goods and services being sold on an open market. With in a country with hundreds of millions of people.
Yep.
That are all it's a consumer based fucking society.
Yes.
It's not that everyone doesn't value what a doctor does, and I would argue that also in terms of doctors, most doctors are going out there. They're not doing it just because it pays much money.
No,
they want to be a doctor.
Yeah, they love doing it.
So and that's not to say they shouldn't be getting paid more or something like that. But like you have to come up with the answer is always going to be who is going to pay them more. The average person sitting around in the States can already not afford to break a fucking pinky without going personally bankrupt.
Yes,
even if they have decent insurance.
Yes.
And that's with doctors getting paid what they're getting paid now.
Yes.
If you're going to pay a doctor $20 million a year, who the fuck is going to pay that? And every time a doctor, you're in the hospital and they give you a fucking acetaminophen.
Yeah.
You're going to pay like $7,000.
But let me tell you something. If there was a doctor that could literally bring in $50 million of revenue into a single hospital, they would get paid.
They would get paid
fuck tons more
tons of
than
money.
any other doctor.
Exactly.
Because they hold an economic value to be there.
You know which doctors get that? Plastic surgeons.
Boom. Because they bring in huge amounts of money. And that's just the way it is. So for streamers, actors, musicians, whatever, it's all about the economic value. And don't get it twisted. These streamers are worth 10, 20, 30, 40, and yes, even $50 million on a multi-year contract, no fucking problem. And my guess is Tim the Tatman, Dr. Lupo, and Lyric probably guaranteed $4 to $7 million locked in, plus a bunch of bonuses and things that they're going to be given for their stay over the next couple years, and they're going to remain to be at the top and pushed because now Twitch has money interest in these individuals, which means don't get it twisted. These guys are going to get the biggest deals. They're going to be pushed the hardest. They're going to be on the front page the most because they need to make sure that their investment, their asset to the platform is performing, and not only that, growing. Because if they can prove to these streamers that yes, when you stick with us and you're loyal to us and we back you, you're going to fucking benefit. So that way when the next contract comes up, instead of them having to pay double, they go, look what we did for you. We're willing to do it again. And if the pot is looking juicier elsewhere, then they can physically go, you know what, though? We may be losing a few million up front, but man, they did treat me fucking so well. The moment I signed it, I really felt like I was part of the Twitch team. I really felt like they had my back. And that's what Twitch is going to do, bro. I'm telling you, it's smart. They need to buy some more. And
it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
2020 is going to be every week on this podcast. We're going to probably be seeing somebody get moved somewhere.
Yep.
For most of that year.
Yep.
Until all the major names are locked up somewhere. Like 2020 is the year of the contract signing for major streamers.
Oh, absolutely.
And public contract signing.
Oh, bro, it's going to be a war next year.
Yeah.
It's going to be a war. And now that Twitch is doing this, Mixer was doing their thing once every quarter.
And this is all Twitch's game to lose.
Yes.
Like nobody else is losing here.
Yes.
Like it's all on Twitch as to how good or how bad this goes for them.
Yeah. And all this is going to cost them money, and they got plenty of it. And it's not like the ones that they're signing aren't going to make the money back and they're not worth it. So, it is what it is. So, yeah, next year, bro, every fucking week, we're going to be hearing new shit. Yeah. And I think it's going to get more aggressive, too. I think Mixer's going to start really fucking putting on the pressure, and it's not going to be, once a quarter to keep the headlines going. It's going to be a couple times a month.
Yep.
And they're going to start They'll have
like a big name, and they'll have like
some
like
smaller,
4 or 5 smaller names, and just
viewership with like 2 to 5K.
Yeah,
and they're gonna give good money, dude. If Mixer came to a guy like me, that does well on Twitch, and they said, hey, I got a fucking $2 million for you, that's gonna get me thinking. You know what I mean? That's gonna get me.
Yes,
that's gonna get me thinking.
Yes,
heavy.
Yeah, and
if they can do that to a lot of smaller individuals. Like not big ones. They still got to pick up the big ones.
That's how you get your numbers, your streaming numbers throughout the day to get up and stay up.
Yeah,
is you can't just rely on having the big guys.
Yeah.
Because the big guys, for the most part, tend to all stream at the exact same fucking times of the day.
And with each other.
And with each other.
Yeah.
So, they come and go with that massive group of viewership. Now, you get people in that smaller range, and they're all across the day. And now you're talking about keeping your numbers up across the entire day, which is the kind of metrics that a viewer... when news comes out and they say, look at the viewership numbers for Twitch, the viewership numbers for Mixer, and you see the numbers a little bit, not just spiking fucking all over the place, because then you're like, oh, Ninja,
yeah, Shroud,
Ninja, like you can see, it's like, oh, okay, there's actually steady.
Yep.
Then that makes a big difference. It makes it go, okay, maybe there is something over here that I need to be paying attention to and be a part of.
Yep.